Hey now.
Hey, 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 what's up on this fine Thursday? Oh, what a
It's
day, what
definitely
a
a
day,
fine
what a
Thursday,
day.
that's for sure.
Welcome to the Dalvin Cook Show, because apparently this guy, I'm watching Thursday Night Football, as you guys may be as well, so feel free to multitask with us, is putting on quite the show, even though he was a game time decision. So it's the Dalvin Cook Show. If you have him in fantasy, you are probably going to win for your year, for your week. I just can't. I can't do it. Anyway, welcome to Girl Chat Sports. I'm Mel. There's Mo. We flexed our show to Thursday. It's the holidays. Happy holidays to all, for all those getting ready for Christmas, Christmas and holiday parties, work parties, all that good stuff. What's up to Natalie? Yeah, I know. I haven't packed yet. Hence my hat, no makeup, no lipstick. This is what you guys are getting tonight, because I've had a long day and I got an early flight. That's what it's about. Mo, how's it going for you?
I mean, it's busy on my off days. I'm watching these Lakers. I already picked the Vikings to win, so I knew that
Oh,
was
yeah.
coming.
What's the Lakers at right now?
Oh, they're losing. They're down by 10 against the Grizzlies.
Oh, geez, really?
Oh, yeah. It's Lakers. That's what they do. I don't know why my phone now wants to act a fool.
What's going on with your phone?
I don't know.
Technical problems, y'all.
See how you
Technical
you
problems.
can't hit the Gmail? See, I try to hit it to open it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it won't
Maybe you just
open.
need to restart it.
It won't even turn off. Won't even turn off.
You gotta do
anything.
like, you can
Won't
hold
even,
that. No.
Won't even do that. Won't turn off.
If anybody there in Apple wants to tap in for
Yeah,
Mo,
I'm gonna
let her
take it
know
to
what she
Apple.
needs
Where's
to
Jose
do.
at when I need him? He don't ever work at the Apple store when I need him. But I'm gonna have to go to the Apple store tomorrow for him.
Oh my gosh. Oh goodness gracious. But
What kind of
yeah,
phone is this? Go ahead.
I
Yeah.
don't know what happened. What happened to your phone though?
I don't know. I was on it and then I was off it. I think my customer jinxed me. Tis the season. Everybody wants to blow my phone up texting. Everybody with their gifts. It's so great that you guys are planning ahead to do your early Christmas shopping. Because to me, I feel like this is the week to shop, and then you should have a week to just chill, not do anything, prepare the dinners, travel, do whatever you got to do. So this weekend should be the weekend everybody should wrap up their Christmas shopping if they haven't already.
So that's what's up.
Yeah, so hopefully that happens.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, welcome everybody. We Natalie's packing now. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, pack it up. Get it together.
I mean, I'm going to have to, because basically I'm not going to be sleeping. So that's just, I'll sleep on the plane. That's what it is.
Well, I appreciate you.
Hey, it is what it is. It's all good. We love it. And enjoy your festivities this evening, because I'm excited. Wish I could be there. Hope you guys have fun. A shout out to Arlington. What's up, Arlington? Thanks
What's
for
up,
checking
Arlington?
in.
Happy holidays.
Yes, happy holidays.
Bahana Kwanzaa.
Yeah, there's a few things going on hot topic wise. One thing that I was curious about, because I hadn't really realized what was happening, is that, so we've obviously been, the Kyle Rittenhouse trial was big. The three guys that had killed Aubrey was huge on the news. We're now getting the Jussie Smollett trial nonstop, and his verdict just came back today that he was found guilty of 5 of the 6 charges. They're going to appeal, I guess. But we're not hearing anything about this. Is it Ghislaine Maxwell? She was Epstein's significant other. Supposedly she was the one that was responsible for recruiting these young girls and basically grooming the teenage girls to deal with Epstein and his friends. Right. And it's now on its 5th or 6th day of trial. We haven't heard nothing. There's no coverage of it. You basically have to search on Google to get any information. And I wasn't sure why. So me personally, I'm like, what's going on with this girl? Because I want to see her go down. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see Epstein go down because he was a chicken shit and killed himself in jail. So he never got prosecuted. But apparently the reasoning behind this is that the Maxwell case is a federal court case, whereas most of the others were county cases. And federal cases, because I'm not legal, apparently they've barred it from being broadcast in criminal cases since forever long ago. So that's the reason why we're not really seeing it. Although I think it would still be best for all people if they could still be talking about it and reminding folks that,
well, I think the bias is already out there on that anyway.
Right. So, well, and I think also that I feel like the blacklist of the Epstein friends is very who's who, and they probably don't need that out, even though we should have it out because there's a lot of people on it. As seen through like even the next Netflix episodes that I watched on the Epsteins. But anyways, that was just something that I was thinking about. We've got Steph Curry is about to be literally the king of threes. He's 9 away from tying Ray Allen. He has 10 threes left to beat Ray Allen in his career. Mind you, Ray Allen his record is 2,973. He took him 1,300 games to get to that number. Curry is only at 786 games, and he's about to get it in 10 more threes. Insane. That just shows you how much he shoots. He also is taking and making the most threes in the season, more than anyone else has ever done so, making like 18.2 attempts per 100 possessions. So, oh man, it's a lot going on. It's a lot. I'm excited though. I mean, he basically, he deserves it. It's just wild, I think.
He's always been a 3-point shooter. He's an assassin. He's a babyface assassin, and he's always been a top earner. And ever since his injury, people doubted him, thinking he was going to come back and be somewhat hobbled to being able to shoot. And that has definitely been disproven, that he's still a top-notch shooter. So I'm not really surprised by this announcement of how close he's getting in his shooting, because clearly, looking at the Golden State Warriors record, you can see that has been very effective, along with him leading the way with his bench even being top earners shooting threes. So it don't really surprise me. I think that's kind of to be expected. I mean, we'll just see 9 more games. Let's just see what happens. It's going to happen, so he still has a lot left in his career. So he's going to pass several other records too.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he's going to definitely get it.
He's definitely going to get that. So the bets were being on, what he can do or what he can't do, and if he's going to do it. So we shall see how that goes for Curry. I actually had the video of him making that the 3-pointer that was in the stands on his way out.
That was dope.
Insane. I forgot to post it. So
yeah, it was dope. Everybody else posted it. We saw that. That was pretty insane.
I know. But we can talk, since your Lakers are on, let's bring up a little bit of Laker talk. And you sent this to me. I'm a little excited for it. I cut the video trailer short, but there is a full almost 2-minute trailer for the show. The Lakers are dropping Winning Time, which shows the 1980s Lakers. It should release in March of 2022. Here's a quick snippet of that right now.
If there's 2 things in this world that make me believe in God, it's sex and basketball.
I'm sleeping.
Her loss. I'm about to buy a team. I want to build something special, a real dynasty. But I need a partner.
First pick, 1979 NBA draft. The Los Angeles Lakers select Irvin Magic Johnson.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
That's going to be pretty major. I look forward to that. And I'm looking on Facebook.
I'm excited. John C. Reilly or Jerry Buss. You can't beat that.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's going to be good. You can't.
John C. Reilly playing Jerry Buss. That's going to be comedy on top of him just doing that.
is going to be a good look.
We've been waiting 2 years for this thing, and it's finally coming to fruition. So
right.
excited.
Man. Oh, for all you Lions fans out there, congratulations on winning a game.
Yeah.
So Jared Goff throws a last-second touchdown to basically win this game. Who knows if they will win anymore, but thanks to Jared Goff, he's pulled through to give them the one win.
Yeah. I don't know if they win any this season, but at least they got to win. You know what I mean?
I mean,
to end the
it's better
season
than
with no
nothing.
record.
Right.
With no win, is it just go 0 for the whole season, and then you're looking at personnel and everything else, see who's going to get let go and whatnot, which would probably still be the case, but at least they won something. I think that was a shocker anyway that happened. Yeah. It's just crazy. It's a crazy world of football. We're going through these things where, like, any given Sunday, any given Thursday, or any given Monday, things are happening to these teams where you think you're picking right, you think you're choosing right on your fantasy league, you think you have something going on with your players, and it just goes from sugar to Shinola.
I was supposed to lose both my games last week, my fantasy games. I ended up winning them both. Shout out to Natalie. Looks like you kicked her butt in basketball fantasy, so that's good. But
I'm kicking everybody's butt in basketball fantasy. I'm actually undefeated in one of the fantasy
really?
Leagues. Yeah, I drafted really smart, but now my injuries are coming up, so it just depends because now the injuries are coming in.
Yeah, what's up with that in the NBA's injury? I was noticing that. We can talk about that real quick because not only injuries, but I know for the Bulls, who are now second in the Eastern Division.
Yes, they're doing their thing
behind the Nets.
Can't even be mad at it.
We're dealing with COVID and safety protocols. Previously it was Kobe White, then it was Javonte Green.
Right.
Now it's Derrick Jones Jr. And then, of course, Alec Caruso's out. Like, that's just the Bulls, let alone everybody else has been dealing with. I mean, Bam Adebayo, CJ McCollum with his lung. I guess he's got
the lung collapse thing. See, and I have him on my fantasy. He's out indefinitely. We don't even know when he's coming back. But not even to intertwine that, you've also got people on the injured reserve list due to COVID protocols. So if you're not vaccinated, you're not coming back as soon as possible. So they're considered injury, and that happens on a week-to-week basis. So you have those players, which tricking off the fantasy too. So it's a whole thing of everything, you know.
It's a lot because then you've also got, and starting January 15th, unvaccinated players cannot play in Toronto.
Right. So you have that. So then you put them out, they're benched. So it's all these factors. I mean, it's changing outcomes of games. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
It's gonna be pretty entertaining. That's for sure.
Is this the way it's gonna be the rest of this thing with COVID and everything? Is this how it's going to look for sports?
I mean, when's it going to stop? When's it going to be done?
Or when are rules going to change to work for the leagues? Like, when are the rules going to change as far as how that goes?
When can everybody just get vaccinated? Like, I mean, I'm not trying to force it on nobody. However, if it's affecting your job,
that's the thing people get misconstrued.
If it's affecting your job, well, no, it's not a force. I'm just saying, but like, why doesn't everybody just do it already? You know what I mean? If it's affecting your career and your job and you're losing money on a game because you can't play, I mean, if my job were to tell me I have to be vaccinated for me to work, I'm probably going to do it still because I need my money. I need to pay the bills. Adult life is not fun as it is when you're a kid.
Well, you're talking about us common folk. We're talking about NBA players that already sit on millions in the bank, so they feel like they can sit out. But that millions is going to dwindle. Maybe they'll take it serious when the cash flow goes. You know.
Okay, and we got Daryl in the chat. You know, in taking away your rights, you can't force. I understand.
I mean, no one's getting forced. I think it's more of an influence of choice. Like, you either have a choice to live a certain way or you don't. And some things, the way it's your choices, and everybody makes choices every day when they wake up. You choose to either eat breakfast or you choose to get in your car and drive a certain way to work or whatever. Life is about choices. So now your choices are getting influenced to move a certain type of way, but it's not a forced move. It's your choice.
No,
if you make the choice to get vaccinated, then guess what? You don't have no worries to move a certain kind of way, but because you're choosing not to, You're going to
Right.
move a certain different way. It's just, that's just what it is. You choose to eat meat, you don't choose to eat meat. I mean, they're all choices. Shit. Like, I don't know what to say to people about this. Like, it's crazy.
You're
like,
a vegan, you're not
you're
a
right.
vegan. Like, it is what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah,
If you're a vegan, you go to a steakhouse, you just got to deal with what you got to deal with.
You
gotta
don't
deal with your
drink, you don't
outfit.
smoke, those are choices. The same thing. You want to protect your health, you move a certain type of way. Everybody's steering course of life is different. Not to mention, they're saying it's forced because now you're challenged with the things that you take for granted as liberties, like traveling, like flying. You can still get to a state in a car. You still can get on by bus, and you still can get on it by plane. You can even still get it on by your own 2 feet. Doesn't mean you can't travel. It's just the way we've been conveniently doing things that has now shifted because of the rules.
Right.
That's what it is.
Natalie said she's about to lose hundreds of employees because what's the mandate? Did I miss something? Is there a new
Well,
mandate?
they're talking about if you work for a company of over 100 employees, they either have to be vaccinated or test weekly, and they have to pay for those tests in January.
Daryl says it's a force because they're making people get vaccinated to get into a building. That's not a force.
That's not a force.
Because you want to get in the building doesn't mean that they have
you don't
to
have
let
to get in the
you.
building. You don't have to get in the building.
I mean, the clubs are open. If I don't have the right outfit on, or if I don't have the right dress code, they can deny my entry. So it's a choice of me of what I'm wearing to get into someplace too.
You're choosing to not watch sports a certain way because you have you're making a choice to move that way, to not watch sports in that venue because they have these rules. You can totally watch those. You can totally watch the game in the venue. You're choosing not to do it.
Well, but the thing is, you're not, Daryl. You're not having to get into a building. I mean,
you don't have to go watch the sports.
Venue,
that's what you're not getting. You don't have to go to the TNM to watch the Rebels play. You don't have to.
I know. I'm going to watch it. Well, yeah, unfortunately that's what it is. It isn't a force. I know you think it's a force because you're maybe on the other side, but technically you can still watch the games. You still
can go
see
to a bar
games.
and watch games. You can still sit at your home and watch games.
You just can't
go to a venue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, the modern inconveniences that we take for granted are now being shown in your face because of the way you're choosing to live your life. And now changing the course of how you live your life. You still not denied watching football. Are we saying you can't watch football?
You can still go to Golden Knights games. You don't got to be vaccinated.
Yeah, you ain't got to go vaccinated to get that. Yeah. You can still watch football
options.
too.
There's still options.
You can still watch football too. You just can't watch
Like I said, it's like if I'm wearing a
bikini,
I can't maybe get into a steakhouse in my bikini, but I could wear my bikini to the beach bar and still get the service there. It's just about the choices that you're making on if you're able to enter.
Exactly. You can watch games all day. They're not telling you can't watch football. You just can't watch it there. And that's a convenience of what you want to do. That's a want. It ain't a need. You ain't got to go to the games to watch. I definitely don't have to go to Raider Stadium and watch the games. I choose to. I want to.
Right.
And sometimes your wants don't ever necessarily pan out. It's not a need. You still fulfill the need of watching a football game by sitting at home and watching it on your TV. You pay a cable bill, don't you? Still watch the games.
Right.
You just want to be in the presence of all the liberties that we take for granted. These are all liberties that we have. And now that you're seeing that liberties are something we've taken granted of in the past is now coming to fruition because of the choices in life.
And Daryl, FYI, there are other NFL teams that do make you get vaccinated. I know the Seahawks are one. I know there's plenty.
Raiders is not the only one. And you can go to UNLV games too at Allegiant. You can still go see Allegiant Stadium when it was the UNLV football. They weren't requiring vaccinations for that, just for the Raider games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll get off the vaccination topic for a second.
But I get it. I understand how some people feel on that.
Yeah,
I understand.
And I know that's also why there's I know that's also why there's a reason that there's a lot of tickets for sale still when it comes to game time, because a lot of the fans that maybe bought season tickets, they're not getting vaxxed, and so now they can't go and they're selling their tickets, and that's also why we're seeing a lot more fans of other teams, not only because it's Las Vegas, because those tickets are up for grabs because they're not going anymore.
Yeah. And plus people trying to make money off of whatever we got.
Daryl, the Raiders are not the only NFL team. Google Seahawks, because the Seahawks require you to be vaccinated and or have at least one shot, just like the Raiders. The Raiders, you don't have to be fully vaccinated. You just have to have one shot. Same with the Seahawks. I know because my friends are doing the same thing. So if you need to, just go Google.
They're not the only. And if they're the only, guess what? You could travel to the cities and see other teams play.
Yeah, watch the Raiders game outside of Las Vegas.
Yeah. Go to LA.
Real quick, shout out to Miss Ballandy. She said the Ball Dogs are giving away free tickets to the G League games on December 13th and 15th. That's a Monday and Wednesday. Zaire Wade and Jaden Hardy will be playing. So go to balldogs.com, check out their Instagram story. I'm sure they'll post it. That's pretty dope. So Ball Dogs giving away free tickets for the G League here in Las Vegas, December 13th and 15th. Check out Ball Dogs. And get some tickets if you want to go check out.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Whoo, man. And also in some Las Vegas news, I don't know about the Las Vegas Bowl, but you know the Las Vegas Bowl did change a little bit. It's no longer just Mountain West and Pac-12. It's Pac-12 and what's Wisconsin? Big Ten? I forgot. Race. I don't know. I'm getting them mixed up. Anyways, but the Las Vegas Bowl is going to be on December 30th. It's Wisconsin and Arizona State. It'll be here at Allegiant Stadium. As well as we just had the Pac-12 championship here on Saturday. Utah, Oregon. I was happy because Utah beat Oregon. No one likes the Duck, and the Ducks couged it bad. I'm pretty good. And of course, you've got your Alabama versus Cincinnati for the Cotton Bowl, Michigan versus Georgia for the Orange Bowl. National champion, it feels kind of late for me, but I guess the national championship is going to be on the 10th of January. So keep a lookout for that. Although, I mean, at this point, isn't it always the same teams in there? Gosh.
So I don't watch college.
It's too much, and my team's been crap, so what can you do? Although I'm excited for the new coach from Fresno State. Even like the top quarterback from Fresno State already entered the transfer portal because his coach is leaving. I know I watched Miss Ballandy's podcast, No Plays Off Sports, last night, and they were talking a lot about the transfer portal. I mean, it's a good and bad thing. It's a pretty interesting for these kids that maybe are being recruited by certain coaches, and then their coach leaves, and they're able to now leave too. So hey, I mean, get in where you fit in, I guess. If you get outdone by another person that gets recruited, and you feel like you got to take your talents elsewhere, then that's what you got to do. Make the best of your college playing time, I guess, is what we should say. Shout out to my Seahawks. We broke our 3-game losing streak. We beat the Niners. We've swept the Niners series. So I can at least have that to hold above all of my Niner fans right now, because if nothing else, even though the playoffs seem very, very distant and very unreachable, at least we've got the Niners in our bag. So I'm happy for that. Although hardship would be, of course, that Jamal Adams got injured on that game on Sunday. He has a season-ending torn labrum, which is his shoulder. It's the same shoulder he injured last year. So now it's like, what did we really do with those 2 first-round draft picks and all of this?
Absolutely nothing.
Nada. Whew, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Although there was this remarkable fake punt. First of all, we never fake punt. We don't usually have trick plays that often, but there was a great fake punt in the first quarter, faked everybody out, put us on top 7-0. Adrian Peterson, we just got him recently. He was in the practice squad, got pulled up for the game Sunday. He got a touchdown, which tied him with Jim Brown for career touchdowns of 126. They had one of the players talking about him. I think it was Bellamore. He basically led Adrian into the end zone, and he was like, I'm sure Adrian's wondering, who is this guy? He's a little bit younger than AP, but he's been in the league for a while. But of course, Adrian Peterson doesn't know half these guys. I mean, he's literally been at practice with them for maybe a day, if not 2, before the game's time. And, hey, I'll take that touchdown. I'll take that win. I'm not mad at it. So it got close towards the end.
You beat the streak of the 49ers, and they're still in the hunt for wild card, or they're wild card.
They're still in the hunt. I doubt they'll make it. They still got to go against it. They still got a tough schedule ahead of them too. So, and Kinty's talking about the fake trade. There's the trade rumors for Russell are never going to stop. I mean, even though they started last season and he's trying to say that he didn't request a trade, they're also talking about Giants, Saints. I don't think the trade rumors are going to stop, even though he says they're not. He's going to say that because he's still got the rest of the season to go.
Right.
He doesn't want all the boos and the complaints and the people maybe tossing stuff at him because he's ready to leave. You got to finish out the season and then he's going to go into those negotiations or see what's available for him. Just let us get a great draft pick if that's the case. Get us some first rounders because we have obviously none for this year, thanks to Jamal. And man, what about your Raiders game on Sunday, man?
It's a mess.
Let's just shout out to our previous guest, Jonathan, from
no shout
DC
outs. No
tweet
shout
team.
out to him. No shout out to him. Why are you shouting him out? No shout outs.
Because
no shout out because he totally jinxed everything on the show last week. So no, there is no shout out. We already gave him props when he came on the show. There's no shout out. I'm upset. I'm tight because this Washington football team came into my city, in my arena, and beat our Raiders, which we could have really won that game. But, here's the deal. We had no Waller. Shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
You got Deshaun Jackson out there as our receiver now on that end. You got Hunter River. Like, we have options. The fact that the Raiders did not utilize those options is a huge problem. The only time we looked good was in the third quarter when they brought Mariota out and did kind of like that trick play to gain yardage. And when defense stepped up and had an interception, that was the only time. We were always 3 and out. Same predictable play offensive plays. Derek Carr passes the ball to Jacobs, runs for 2 yards. I think the most yards Josh Jacobs got that game was maybe 12. I mean, it was just a horrible game from start to finish. We thought we had a beacon of hope as we got close to the end, and we lost it. And I honestly don't want to hear from anybody from the Washington team. I don't. And I'm not going to prop this guy because he didn't already jinxed me saying that the Raiders were going to win. So no shout outs. Okay. We're not doing that today.
Okay.
No. We'll shout him out next week or
says
something.
You guys need a new coach.
It's not even about having a new coach. We need a new quarterback. We need a whole new thing.
So Derek Carr, you're over that. I mean, do you think that the performance of Josh Jacobs had something to do with the Washington defense, even though they are missing players? Or you just think the whole
offensively,
game was
we just play like crap. It was the same predictable plays. There was no setup for surprise. Their defense was on. Our defense was doing the best they could on the field and neutralize. Because you got to keep in mind, that game was very stagnant. Washington didn't score within the second quarter. They didn't score until like the second half. Like, our defense was holding them. It's offense. I saw Deshaun Jackson go for a yard near the end zone twice. And Derek Carr did not throw a bomb to him. What the heck is he running out there for? He's mad fast with no coverage. Derek Carr didn't throw the ball to him. So, no, I'm tight. There's a lot of Washington fans out there. There's a lot of Washington fans in the building. Shout out to Natasha Gransberry. I'll shout her out.
Yeah,
because she was there
too.
Did you get a chance to see her? No, I didn't. We kind of FaceTime or FaceTimed each other. We missed each other. I had totally honestly
she had tickets in the black hole, so she was getting the full Allegiant Stadium experience.
Yeah, so she got to really experience that, and I was happy that she got to hit this stadium and see it. And I wanted to ask her take of what she thought of the stadium, but I didn't even want to spend money on concessions. It was ridiculous.
Those $16 beers are sure a hard hit. Like, I mean, when you're paying as much for your, I don't know.
Outside of my dad's seats is Capriotti's, Evil Pie Pizza, all the great places. That's very tempting. And I just wasn't in the mood to buy anything. The only thing I could take away was the experience of going with my dad. Getting a chance to see another game.
Shout out to Mr. Threets.
Shout out to Mr. Threets, though, for sure. For the tickets. Yes, come through. But other than that, no, there's no shout out to the Washington. He totally jinxed me, just like he predicted. He had his little breakfast and everything ran the way.
His jersey, he picked against his
never
team.
washed the dirty jersey. And I did wardrobe changes during the game. I took my scarf off at one point. I put my hat to the back. I took my hat off. I did my shirt.
You were trying every rally cap option. I hear you. That's tough.
Did not work. So no, I'm very tight about that game. It's very
we both lost to Washington, so we can say that.
It's bad. And they looked really good actually as the Washington
And for them
team.
Winning like what now 4 straight, I think that is, if not for sure. I mean, that's
And then looking at our schedule, we go on to Cleveland. we gotta
Aren't you guys going to Kansas City now?
We gotta go to Kansas City, then we go to Cleveland. And then we got the Chargers. Then we got the Broncos. Or we got the Broncos.
Cleveland really hasn't been pulling their weight lately. So hopefully,
I don't know what's gonna happen.
With that weather, you guys aren't ready for that.
We aren't. We're gonna lose that. It's L's. We're taking L's. This is it. This is the end. This is the end. This is
Arlington,
the end.
$16 for a tall can.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
really
listen,
it.
Golden Knights, tall Kansas is about right there too. All these venues,
All of
it's
them are.
Vegas.
All of them
It's
are. I
Vegas. Let me
mean,
tell you guys something.
even when I
Vegas
was in DC, there was same amount out there too, unfortunately.
it's expensive. You're gonna have to pay to play, you know. Tall cans are expensive. I didn't even want a tall can watching this game. I was totally sober, so I could be, you know, into it. Shout out to Reverend Run for the halftime show. That was pretty cool.
Oh, I heard that he was there. That's good.
Yeah, that was cool. But you just don't put you in a mood when you're losing. And it definitely don't put you in the mood when you're walking through a tunnel of allegiance hearing Washington football team sing their little chant. That wasn't pretty either. But I had a
Were they
warning
doing
for
the
all.
hail to the Redskins?
Yes, or there was hail to something. I don't know. I didn't even listen. All I saw was a sea of red, crimson everywhere. And then not to mention the seats that my dad and I were in. To the left of him, that whole row was all Washington football team fans. A whole family came through and sat through. So that didn't help. I was just like, you know what? This is what it is.
I have to do a little take because it looks like Pittsburgh is getting their butt handed.
I'm so glad I picked them tonight.
But I mean, Kinte, I don't see how people wouldn't have thought. Like the Steelers are losing it. Ben Roethlisberger already said that he's not going to probably play in Pittsburgh, which I think you should just retire. You can't take these talents of nothing to go somewhere else. Like just let it go. End your career in Pittsburgh. You had a great run. Let it be done. But you know, the defense, I think JJ Watt was back in the game, but then he got out of the game again. He got hurt.
Oh, you talking about TJ Watt? Yeah.
TJ Watt.
Yeah, he did. That's the only person they got. And like I said, to your point, you never know which kind of bin you're going to get anytime, any game anyway. Vikings have actually been kind of showing up a little bit. So with Dalvin Cook coming back, that just was the added piece. So it's a run.
Right.
It's a total run.
Shout out to Miss Danetta because I know the Steelers are her team. But yeah, it doesn't look good for you guys right now. It's a little hard to watch.
I know.
It's a little hard to watch. I know. And yes, they are definitely having some issues.
Yeah. Very obvious.
Get rid of Ben Ace. Yeah. I don't know why I don't even know why Tomlin hasn't even, don't you still have your backup? I mean, can't you just throw him in there at some point just to change it up a little bit? Because this is just too much.
I can ask that same question with the Raiders. Don't they have a backup too that they can put in sometimes?
Right.
Does it always have to be
just a little side note also, Raquel Rigg also says that Darren
Rocky.
Waller will be at the Gowden Ford this Tuesday, 4 to 6 p.m. Shine the Light Foundation Charity Drive. Thank you for that information. So if you are in Las Vegas, head out to Gowden Ford. Do we know which location is that?
Gowden Ford is over on Decatur by the Meadows.
Is that the Decatur one? Okay,
yeah.
The Decatur one, yeah.
Shout out, Rocky. Thank you. Thank you for that. And
great.
Also shout out to Darren Waller. I'll shout him out because he is up for the Walton Payton Man of the Year Award for all of his humanitarianism and everything that he's done in the city so far as his life and the changes he's made facing his own personal adversity. So he's one of the nominees. It's a long list. It's tough competition, but I do wish that the best of him winning possibly that
one
award.
From every team every year. And I know for the Seahawks this year, it's Tyler Lockett, who my mom, of course, that's her favorite. So she's rooting and she's already like, you got to vote for Tyler. You got to go online and vote for Tyler.
Yeah, vote, you guys. Vote. And if you're in Vegas, please vote for Darren Waller because Rockwall is that guy. He really is. And he's cute too. He's so cute.
And he's cute. And he's tall.
He's so hey. And he's so cute. He's so cute. Just so cute. Yeah.
So in some other NFL news, it looks like Justin Fields is going to be able to be back for Sunday Night Football versus the Packers. He's missed last 2 games for the Bears. Not that it's going to help the Bears that much, but hey, sure, why not?
Shout out to my boy K-Rock taking that flight late tonight to head to Green Bay to watch that game in the cold. Good luck, brother.
It's going to be cold.
You already know what your Bears going to do.
That's one game you can't deal with, you know. When you pick a Packers game in December, that's just not the option for me. I don't want to be in Green Bay anytime. There's a reason why their colleges in Wisconsin have underground walkways because it's so cold there. You can't walk outside.
It's too cold.
No puffery jacket, no beanie, no Scully. Nothing is going to help you in those kind of temperatures.
Way too cold.
Way too cold. Way too cold.
The tropical people.
Shout out to Miss Alicia Gibbs. I appreciate you. We had a nice little holiday event on this last Saturday with some ladies, so that was good. We enjoyed that. But yeah, off to Monday Night Football. The Patriots have now won 7 straight games. Who would have thunk it?
Mac
Jones is up in that Yeah.
But Mac Jones played in a scuba suit too, as Tom Brady did, and he's following that same mantra. When it's cold weather, you put your scuba suit on and you do action, and then you got a coach like Belichick. I knew this was going to be a stumbling block for them starting in the season, but they have gotten very comfortable taking the little training wheels off of the bike, and now he's going. Like he is absolutely the truth. And I've been picking those Patriots too, because it's like, you can't go wrong. And in this severe cold weather, he took a note from Tom Brady wearing that scuba suit. He knew what to do.
But can we talk about that wind in Buffalo? Like, they literally were not even trying to kick and or throw. I think Mac Jones threw one pass the first half.
Yeah.
They were not trying to mess with that wind. It was like a 10-14 game. I actually bet the Patriots, who weren't favored, and the under, and won my parlay on Monday night.
Yeah.
So Monday night's parlay, my win, helped cost me for the whole weekend, because Sunday's games again screwed me up a little bit. But yeah,
I think it's screwing everybody with the Sunday games. I don't even bet on Sundays anymore. Forget it.
Much. Pat's in first place.
Yeah,
I mean, here's the deal.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a Bill versus Tom Super Bowl. It could be the reunification of the two back up in the Super Bowl together.
I'm definitely thinking the Green Bay Packers are going to the Super Bowl. I extremely doubt the Patriots.
Rodgers
have
still
time
is dealing
to
with
turn
some
around.
toe issues. We don't know how serious
that.
that's going to get, or if it gets worse.
I doubt that. In the NFC, I doubt that. You're either looking at Cardinals or you're looking at Green Bay. I'm sorry. I'm not.
I don't know.
I'm not about to ride that.
Just got too much, and they're not going to make it. But
in the AFC, possibly wouldn't we? I don't know.
That could be.
I don't know about that. In the AFC, I don't know. I don't even see the Bucs going to the Super Bowl this season. You can't do a back-to-back. Reality in these times anymore, it is very tough to do a back-to-back championship.
It's still possible.
Yeah, it is a possibility, but it's very tough to do. It is very hard to do.
But when you don't change your squad and it's the exact same, and you've got Tom Brady as your quarterback who can run anything in under a minute with nothing left to go. I mean, you never know.
Can't dispute him, but again, it's very tough to do that. We said the same thing about LeBron James and the Lakers. I mean, this is the same level of GOATness, not to the same degree, but that's the same GOAT thing we talk about.
But you changed your team, though. You changed, changed your roster, whereas Tampa has not changed that roster. They kept the same players. They kept the same. I mean, almost the entire team was the same.
And they've still been losing to teams they should not be losing to.
Wow.
So there we go.
Still up there. Okay.
And they're still up there. But I just don't see them coming out of that NFC. I think it's going to be the Cardinals or Green Bay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's going to be a big FU to Aaron Rodgers if he wins that Super Bowl and then bounces from Green Bay. And then my dream is he comes to the Raiders and brings Devontae Adams with him. That's the prayer I'm putting out there.
I'm sure Vegas would love to see Rodgers here. I mean, that's big time.
Yeah, we need that. We need that.
Big time.
Well, we need a good
hey, shout out to Sabrina for tuning in. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
She needs to wear a scuba suit when she goes to
Baltimore. Are you going, Brina? You going, Brina? Yeah, Sabrina.
And hopefully it'll be better than this weekend's game where the Ravens didn't even do a field goal, didn't do their extra point, and tried to go for a 2-point conversion.
That was stupid as well.
Cost them.
That was stupid. That was stupid.
I just cannot.
We did that too at the Raiders game. That was stupid.
I don't care.
That is stupid. We went for a 2-point conversion in the first half of the game doing that dumb stuff. No, good and well, we don't do no 2-point conversion. You know what I mean? Keep dreaming. Nah.
Oh, she's a Steelers fan.
She's a Steelers fan. Oh, Sabrina, you are.
She's going for her birthday.
Not the Rams.
Sorry, comments are flying in so fast I can't keep up with them right now.
I miss you, Sabrina.
So the Lakers lost.
Thank you. We already know that.
I didn't know. I didn't.
Thank you.
I wasn't watching.
Thanks for pointing that out to me. I literally have the game on and saw that. It's crazy.
Kente is with the Packers, so
yes, exactly. Side. Thank you, Kente. Shoot, y'all sleeping if y'all don't. Y'all better place y'all tickets. Place y'all tickets. I'm telling you.
Get up in there.
Get in there.
Up in there. Yeah.
Get on it.
Derrick Henry could be returning sooner than usual. He got injured. They gave him a 4 to 6 week timeline, so still unclear as to when. But if you are holding Derrick Henry on your IR slot in fantasy, there's a possibility you'll still be able to use him.
And I am, because I was hoping that he might come back.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, Alvin Kamara, I'm excited because I've had him on my R. He's coming back. So is Taysom Hill. They're both expected to play on Sunday.
Back. Yep.
Yeah.
That's going to be nice.
Although I'm a little concerned with Dallas. Especially Ezekiel Elliott has a knee injury, but it doesn't sound like it's affecting him too much. Well, it's affecting him because you can tell by their play they're not doing so well. But then, of course, his backup or split timed with Tony Pollard. He's a game time decision because he tore his plantar. What is it?
Plantar fasciitis.
Yeah.
Very
he had
tough.
a 58-yard run for a touchdown on Sunday versus the Saints, and he tore that plantar I can't even pronounce it. So
that's a painful thing. I had plantar fasciitis.
Listen, when
you're on your feet and that
right?
heel, it's on the heel. I had it in the heel. Like, it's bad. I had to get a cortisone shot, and then I had to lose weight because that helped. And I've never had any issues. I got one cortisone shot off of that thing, and it's painful. It's pretty painful, especially if it's reoccurring.
Yeah, I don't want those issues.
Yeah, that thing is tough.
Head coach McCarthy guaranteed a win on Sunday versus Washington. So Washington has beat Tampa, Seattle, the Raiders. They're going against a Cowboys team who I believe, is still iffy. I mean, even though they have the talent, they're not making all the wins they should. And now he's guaranteeing the win over Washington. So this should be interesting. And they're playing in Washington.
Well, the Washington football team's ready because that was the first thing out of their mouths after they beat the brakes off of us is, where's the Cowboys? Where are the Cowboys?
Listen, ready. Now I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for them now. Please.
Yeah.
Take that division. Please win that division.
I think they can.
Because I don't, no one wants to see Dallas and no one cares about them anyway. So, hey, whatever. Moving on a little bit so we can get going because I need to get my packing started soon. But for all of our Aces fans and WNBA fans, the schedule for 2022 was released today. These are our Aces. We go against the Seattle Storm first and foremost on Sunday, May 8th. The season has increased by 4 games this year. So this is the longest season in all of their 26 seasons to be this, including for the 26th. So more games, more time to see our ladies. We're hopefully trying to get this championship here. So make sure you get online, check out season tickets for the Aces for all those that are fans of other WNBA teams. Feel free to go check out on those tickets, but I'm excited. We've got time. They're coming. Also, the USA national basketball team, they named the Lynx coach, Cheryl Reeve, to become the new USA national team coach. So congrats to her. Also, the Liberty and the Mercury dumped their coaches. So we've got 2 head coaching job opportunities, which may be open to some women that are currently assistant coaching in the NBA they've been talking about. So we'll see if any of these ladies make the move to become the WNBA head coach for one of these teams. And also not WNBA related, but future WNBA related, Paige Buckers from UConn. Poor girl. This girl got a fracture in her left knee.
I saw that. That was awful.
4 to 8 weeks. I know. And such amazing, she's got so much going on for her.
Very talented.
She's going to have so much going on for her. She's going to be hot in the NBA when she gets into it. So, hey, that's what it is. We got UFC this weekend. Make sure if you are coming out or going to UFC here in Las Vegas, UFC 269 at T-Mobile on Saturday. Just FYI, Vegas is supposed to have freezing temperatures tonight. So Vegas went from being in the 70s to now winter decide just to fall in our lap. So this weekend, the lows are like 34, 32. If you're going to be walking from parking or walking anywhere on the strip in Vegas this weekend, bring a jacket, bring a hoodie, because it's going to be cold. And I know people think it don't get cold in Vegas, but it does. And especially when that wind hits, it definitely... it's definitely jacket weather, Alicia. Most definitely. Oh, no snow this year. Yeah. Hey, I enjoy a little snow as long as it's just for the day. That's all. But yeah, hopefully not too much longer.
I mean,
and I don't know if you saw.
But,
huh? What'd you say?
I didn't say anything else. I don't know. It froze, so.
That's all right. Yeah, the wind is very rude. And so Tommy Fury, Tyson Fury's brother, has dropped out of his match with Jake Paul. So Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley are going to do a rematch December 18th.
They offered him an advance in money if he can knock him out too.
What? I hope he does.
Jake Paul offered another $50,000 if he can, can knock him out. So
wow,
that spices the pot up a little bit, doesn't it?
Sure does. Sure does. A quick shout out to our Vegas Gold Knights because Mark Stone got back, I think, about like last Friday or sometime last week. And since then, I believe we've been undefeated. So,
yes,
we've
shout
been
out
winning.
to the Knights. I'm going to that game Sunday night. I'm so excited. Shout out to my girl Christy for the lodge seats. I appreciate it. We're going to be sitting there baller status watching this game. So, appreciate it. Thank you, sis. I really appreciate you on hooking your girl up with some tickets.
Yeah, they've made it through. They've made it through a tough part of having all these injuries. They're not coming back out. They're 15-10. They're only 4th in the Pacific Division. It's still early, of course. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. Most definitely. Let's get to a special girl power. I think I do have a picture of this. Got Miss Simone Biles. The Time of 2021. Yeah. Athlete of the year.
Yeah, girl.
Man. Well, for her decisions she made and for all that she's done in the sport of gymnastics, as well as her bringing mental health awareness to the Olympics and taking a time out and self-care, self-love. Like, that's what it's about right there.
And being a Larry Nassar survivor.
Yeah.
As best as she could,
Listen.
That's a lot.
That's beautiful.
So Time Magazine names her Athlete of the Year. I think that's a great and fitting accomplishment for her.
Mm-hmm.
To add to her dash in life. So I think it's pretty dope. Also, shout out because the National Football Foundation had its annual Collegiate Awards, Hall of Fame out here. And I got the opportunity to meet former 49er legend Patrick Willis, who is an honoree for his award of his collegiate years playing for Ole Miss. Very nice guy. So very awesome that he was able to come to Vegas and receive his award. Super, super cool. Hopefully we can get a chance to talk to him one of these days about everything.
Yeah, 49ers. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is 49ers. Awesome. 49ers, I guess, amongst other things. We'll stick to the Ole Miss thing.
I mean, maybe his days it was when we were in the AFC, so it doesn't really have that same kind of feeling,
Not. Yeah.
Quick shout out to Nordstrom's. You guys are selling sports gear. So if anyone's out there in the holiday spirit needing to get those gifts for their people, they've got sports gear. We've seen kids jerseys, women's shirts. There's also jewelry. So you got necklaces and bracelets, cufflinks. Look at those cufflinks for your Vegas Golden Knight fans.
Shout out for the Bauble Bar too, because they've also got the hoop earrings where they have the names of the teams displayed within the hoop too. Those are super cute.
Where's that?
Yeah, they're sold out, honestly, but they are pretty dope. Yeah, womp womp. I wanted a Raiders one. It was super cute.
Dang, I would like some Seahawks hoop ear. I know we love our hoops, so
I love my hoops. I swear by my hoops.
Yes. On to some sneaker drops. Let's see. I just want to shout these ones out. My brother has already told me that he needs all hands on deck. So
for the golfers.
Yeah, the Air Jordan 4's golf black cements are releasing on the 22nd of December. So early Christmas gift for any of your golf friends. This colorway, of course, is way better than the last one they dropped. But for all those golf aficionados, these are going to go hard. You also got the Air Jordan 1 bubble gums. I love these. These are beautiful in all aspects. December 22nd. And the Yeezy 350 V2 Beluga RF drops on the 18th. You've got the Nike Dunk Low Merino Blue. So this is supposed to drop sometime in December. I really like this blue. And if you're Kraken fans, that would be about the same blue that you guys have in the jersey. It's pretty nice. Let's see what else we got. We've got the Blazer Mid 77s, the Sail Quilt. These drop on the 14th of December. It's interesting. I'm not about the quilt pattern, but and we've got 2 different color versions of the Women's Air Force One High Sculpt. The red gem and the silver both dropping on December 15th. And then that's all for the drops. Oh no, there's one more thing. So LaMelo Ball, Puma announces that his first signature shoe, the MB01, as well as the apparel line, will launch on December 16th. So that's Puma. And then Mo, I don't know if you know much about these ones, but I know you sent it to me, the Air J6s, the specials they did for the Jordan athletes in the Major League Baseball, the NBA, the WNBA, the NFL. I saw them. They were dope. I saw you posted Dearica's had the purple ones, but do you know which ones went for what sport? Or
I think they just collectively kind of rotate to who gets what.
Yeah.
And they present them in that box, but it's just for anybody that's a Jordan brand athlete. They receive a special gift today on those 6s, and then they have Greek alphabets on the tongue of the
I
sneaker.
wanted to figure out what those Greek alphabets are, but it looked pretty cool. I mean, how can you not want?
I mean, those 6s are
who
fly.
wouldn't want to be on Team Jordan? First of all, because that would be like a dream come true. That's Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan brand is actually just catapulted the market as far as, people posting like, who pays $80 for a sweatsuit? I'm like, $80. Try Jordan brand.
Right.
The top alone is 110 or 125 before you get the bottom. So it's one of those brands that's pretty influential in the fashion game right now, especially with cold weather. It's all about the sweats and hoodies right now.
Yep.
Why not wear Jordan brand?
Why not? Let's get into some picks. Shout out to Goose. Let the ball bounce. How's it going? Happy holidays to you and yours.
Happy Christmas, Hanukkah.
All of that.
Happy Festivus.
Yeah. I always got some mashed grays. I'm not a I'm not
an easy person. I'm sorry. I just can't get around. I can't get on it.
I can't get it.
Glorified Ultra Boost. I'm good.
Yeah. And I don't know. But shout out to Tilly's Foster, Lexi. She wants the red one. So yeah, get on the app, Lexi, download sneakers and get in line with everybody else.
And have your friends download sneakers and get on.
Exactly. Because my brother, we're going to have to start swapping. Like, listen, if my brother wants all of us to go for the golfs, then he's got to go for whatever we need to, at the same time. We're going to have to work that out. Last week, Mo, we had a tie in our pick'ems. So you are now ahead 6-4 to 1. 6-4-1. You're up 6-4 with one tie. Yes. Lexi, no one cares about Adidas. No, it's checks over stripes.
I love Adidas. I like
checks
Adidas.
Over stripes.
Yeah, I like Adidas too.
Their fit.
I'm a sneakerhead through and through. If it's a fly shoe, I'm gonna get it. It doesn't even matter some of the brands except the Yeezys. I'm just not a fan of that in that Adidas family. I'm just not. I'd rather do a pair of Ralph Simmons or Rick Owens or something like that. But I'm not gonna do the Yeezys. I'm just not into it.
I hear you. All right, so let's get into pick'ems. Of course, first game off is Dallas at Washington. I'm going with Washington. I'm hoping they can pull this 5-game winning streak and keep it going.
Yeah, I'm going to roll with that with you too.
Okay. Jacksonville at Tennessee. Hey, the Titans have still been struggling. For some reason, they're good, but they lose to crap teams. They struggle against crap teams, and then play decent when they're playing a good team. But unfortunately, I don't think Jacksonville coming into Tennessee is any kind of scared of them.
Yeah, I'm going to roll with Tennessee.
Seattle at Houston. I finally feel like this could be a guaranteed win. I don't want to jinx myself, but let's face it, the Texans, I think, are what? 1? They won 2? I can't remember. But it's, yeah.
I think Seattle has a chance on that. I'll go with Seattle too.
All right. Raiders at Kansas City. How you feeling about this one?
We're going to lose. If we win it, I'll be happy, but I'm just going to say we're going to lose. But I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs. I hate to do that, but I have to be a realist.
All right. I'm going to pull for your team on just because, just to give us a little, maybe they can surprise us all.
Yeah, that could be that game.
Yeah. The Saints at the Jets. I think with Kamara returning and Hill being back, I think they've got some kind of power to make this work.
Oh, I think it's because it's the Jets. I just really feel like Saints will win that anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it is the Jets. Those poor Jet fans, talk about living in.
I mean, at least they won 3 of the games. I mean, it's not like they're the Lions with 1. At least they won
Right, but
3.
Yeah. I mean, I can't complain. We won 4. So, I mean, but you think Seahawks versus Jets, you think there'd be a little bit more action in there. I don't know. You got the Falcons at Carolina. Are we going to see a Cam that can make a difference? Or
No,
Cam
Cam got benched last game. No. We'll see Carolina win, but it ain't going to be because of Cam.
Okay.
Is Christian McCarthy? He's out, right? Permanently, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I still think they can pull it off some kind of way.
time.
Cam got benched that last game. Like, I'm not, that was a hype when he did the first return. And then after that, it's just been Dudsville. But I'm still going to roll with Carolina because Atlanta, I just don't see him having a chance.
I'm going to go with Atlanta only because of Patterson. Patterson is on my fantasy team, and every week he seems to be pulling in the numbers for us. So I'm going to roll with Atlanta. We got the Baltimore Ravens at Cleveland Browns.
I hate this pick on either one. I really do. I'm
going to roll with the Browns just because, that's the second team, even though I haven't been paying much attention to them this year.
I got Lamar Jackson on my fantasy, so I'm going to have to go with the with the Ravens.
Okay. That's good.
He's my starting
quarterback. We got the Giants at the Chargers. I saw on some fantasy expert lists that if you have Saquon Barkley, this would be the game to ensure that he's in and playing. I can't credit that at all because we know Saquon has had some off and on season. But hey,
I honestly think I'm going to go with the Giants just because it's an AFC West still race. And I don't want anybody in the AFC West to win other than us, even though I chose Kansas City, but they're already top dog. So we're tied with the rest of the seats in that division. So I don't want Chargers to win. So I'm going to roll with
I'm just going to go with the Chargers because of Hubert. I mean,
Justin Herbert he's the truth. Like, that's the quarterback we should have got.
Yeah, seriously. That would have been definitely a good pick for y'all. The Lions at Denver. I don't think the Lions are going to win many more games. So, yeah. They got lucky last game.
They did. Realistically, I also have Teddy Bridgewater in another fantasy league of mine. I'm kind of toying in between to start him or not. And again, Denver is in that AFC West division. I don't want to see them win, but that's just a realistic call. I can't pick the Lions knowing they're not going to win. So it'll definitely be Denver.
We got the San Francisco 49ers heading to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. The Bengals took the L this past weekend.
I think they're going to make up for it this week. I'm going to go with Cincinnati.
I believe that too. And of course, I'd want that to happen.
And I got Joe Mixon and Jamar Chase on my fantasy. So I need them to both do work.
Buffalo at Tampa Bay. Can Buffalo turn it around? They've been struggling. No. This team came out exceptionally well.
No.
And now they're heading to Tampa Bay to play the Bucks. No. Yeah.
It'll be Tampa Bay.
Unfortunately. Chicago at Green Bay.
I'm going with the Green Bay Packers. Come on.
We almost have to, right? Although, hey, if there were to be that one upset that
Justin Fields, really? You think he's going to be clutch like that in that cold weather? Well, they're both in cold weather, but Aaron Rodgers plays like a monster on his home turf. I'm sorry. That's not happening.
I know.
They'll be lucky if they can even score a touchdown that game, to be honest with you.
Monday Night Football is the Rams that are 8-4 at Arizona Cardinals, the 10-2. We got the first and second place in the NFC West in quite the Monday Night Football match.
That's game time, and I'm still rolling with the Cardinals because I have Kyler Murray on my other fantasy league, so I'm gonna have to roll with them.
Okay, I'm going to go with the Rams only because I got Stafford in both my fantasy leagues, and I'm not going to be playing Prescott, I don't believe. So he's my backup in one. And hopefully we'll just go with that. Sheesh.
Good luck.
Good luck. Hey, y'all. We've made it under an hour, almost exactly. So thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you. We'll be back again next Wednesday. We got a guest lined up for you. So make sure you tune in, follow, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Feel free to leave us a comment. Check us out on any podcast platform. Find us on Instagram, Facebook. Join our Facebook group. And we appreciate you. Have a great weekend. And we hope all your parlay tickets can hit. All right. See you later.
You're out.
Oh, maybe I should play the right one, huh?